Good day everyone, welcome to another video tutorial. Today we're going to tackle about the completing the square. We're going to revisit that in use to equation of a circle in answering problem on equation of a circle. So let's revisit now the completing the square. Perfect square trinomial are algebraic expressions with three terms that are created by multiple binomial to itself, by multiplying the binomial to itself. Example, if we want to get the square root of this binomial, we should multiply this binomial to itself. That is x plus y multiplied by x plus y. So you can do FOIL here. We can have this x squared plus xy plus xy plus y squared. We combine the like terms. We have x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. So this will be our answer. So we can use this pattern into answering all of the questions here. That like this. So all we need to do is to square the first term, so that is the square the first term, and to square the second term. Remember, in squaring a term, all the answers should be in positive sign. Then after we square the first term and the second term will be the last term of the answer. So all we need to do here is to multiply the first term and the second term and 2. So x times y is xy times 2 is 2x plus y. We will get the sign of this. What is the sign of this? That's the sign that we're going to use. So let's try to do this. Now, with that in mind, let's try to factor this out into a square root of binomial. Let's start with this one. To do this, all we need to do is to get the square root of the first term and the second and the third term. Square root of x squared is x, the square root of the third term is 2, and get the sign of the second term. So that's how we do that. And if we use the technique that we do a while ago, is let's square the first term x squared, then square the second term plus 4, then x times 2 is 2x times 2, that is 4x. Or we could just use FOIL method, and we will be getting the same answer. The same with this number 2. So let's get the square root of the first and third term and the sign of the second term, and that's it. That's the square root of binomial. You could just check it by multiplying it to itself or by using the technique that I teach you a while ago. Okay, this one, remember this is somehow negative. Let's see. Let's get the square root of this and the square root of this and the sign of the second term. That's why it is x minus 8 squared. So let's check it using FOIL method. Then we have the same answer to the given. Number 4, we have h squared minus 4h, 14h plus 49. Let's get the square root of the first and third term and the sign of the second term. So that's how we get that. Check it again, and that's it. This is a fraction. You might be intimidated by fraction. Many students are intimidated by fraction. Just go and follow the pattern and the step that I teach you. Square root of this, square root of this, and get the sign of the second term. And that's it. Okay? Same as with number 6, and that's it. Now, in this part of the lesson, we need to get or to add something at this point, in this point, to make it a perfect square. So we know that to get this one, this is the square root of the second term. And this one is 2 multiply the first term times the second term. So to get that, we need to divide this by x and by 2. Or just simply use this number and divide it by 2 and square it. So that is b over 2 squared. So 4 divided by 2 squared. So 4 divided by 2 is 2 squared, and that is 4. Okay? And this one, let's divide 10 by 2. 10 divided by 2 squared, and that is 25. Another example, we have this one. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 7 squared is 49. So we have this are 49. I hope that you could follow the pattern. Okay, 12 divided by 2, that is 6. 6 squared is 36. Let's go to this one. 3 divided by 2. We cannot simplify it further, so that's why we're going to square it. 3 squared is 9 over 2 squared, which is 4. That's how we do this. Okay, with this one, I'll give you a few minutes to answer this. So you may pause the video and try to answer it. Ready, go. Okay, I hope that you answered this. So this will be our answer. 2 divided by 2 squared is 1. 20 divided by 2, 10 times 20 divided by 2, that is 10 squared, that is 100. 16 divided by 2, that is 8. 8 squared is 64. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 24 divided by 2, that is 12. 12 squared is 144. Oops. 30 divided by 2 is 15. 15 squared is 225. Now this one is kind of tricky. 11 divided by 2, that is 11 over 2. So 11 squared is 121 and 2 squared is 4. Okay. 15 divided by 2, we cannot simplify it. So 15 squared is 225 over 4. 21 divided by 2, cannot simplify that. So that's n squared. So in this case, 2 over 3 divided by 2 is equivalent to 2 over 3 multiplied by 1 half. So cancel this. So the answer is 1 over 3. 1 over 3 squared is 1 over 9. So the answer is 1 over 9. Okay, 3 over 4 divided by 2, that is equivalent to 1 multiplied to 1 half. So that is 3 over 6. 3 over 8, sorry. 3 squared is 9 and 8 squared is 64. So I hope that you learn or that you remember your lesson in completing the square. This will be a great help for us in transforming standard equation to general term. So goodbye for now and see you for the next tutorial.